5 reasons you shouldn't RV. 5 of them.
You shouldn't?
You shouldn't. Should not RV.
Wow.
Hey guys, welcome to 54 Nights RV. I'm Chris.
I'm Terry.
And these are my notes. Because I can't remember 5 reasons not to RV. It's difficult to remember.
They're not notes, they're notes.
Notes. So, I've seen quite a few videos here lately of YouTubers that decided to jump into the RV life and then found out it wasn't quite what they thought it was going to be and got out of the RV life in really a short period of time.
Probably went to a show and they were like, wow, these are really cool campers and let me buy one.
Yeah. And there's a couple of them that blamed other YouTubers for glamorizing the RV life.
Oh yeah.
They didn't show the real side of the RV life. That's why I got drawn in. First time one of them said that, I was like, okay. And the second time I'm like, wait a minute, what? What? Wait a minute. I've seen a lot. Terry doesn't watch YouTube videos much, but I have seen a lot of videos where RVers are showing some of the difficulties of RV life. Nathan and Marissa broke down on the side of the highway in their Class A RV, and then just a few months later stuck in the ditch with their Airstream. Dan and Jen, Nevada, shower leaks. Their battery bank, they had to replace it just recently. Long Honeymoon has a long series of RV mishaps. You know, they've been doing this for quite a few years, and you look at their library, they've got a lot of videos about things that go wrong with RVing.
I think we've talked extensively about issues.
Our steps. When we went to Disney World, we didn't have any steps in the RV.
The gray water issue, the hot water tank.
Oh, yeah. But, so, you know, at first I'm like, well, wait a minute. We do cover the downside of RV life.
But it's more fun to see the fun stuff. I mean, why would we just do nothing but...
Exactly. I mean, but the thing is, as RVers, and this is a generalization, we tend to just roll with the punches.
Yeah.
We had our steps that weren't working for 2 solid weeks at Disney World.
And we got a good butt workout.
Yeah, box squats on them.
Big box squats.
But we didn't dwell on it. I mean, we're not the Kardashians. We're not going to go into a full drama about our RV steps for a full hour. And other RVers are like that, you know. Nathan and Marissa didn't dwell on being stuck on the side of the highway for, 3 weeks worth of videos. It's just kind of like, well, yeah, this broke. Let's move on. We got more important things to think about. It's just, it doesn't make a huge impact in our lives. Yes, it's frustrating and sometimes expensive.
Yeah.
But it's just not a big deal. We roll with it.
We don't say, oh no, get rid of the RV. We can't do this.
So, I mean...
Some people might, and that's okay if it's not for you.
I mean, to say that YouTubers in general glamorize RV life, I think it's a stretch. Because when you're looking into that lifestyle, considering that lifestyle, you're going to gloss over the bad stuff too. It's like when you're shopping for a car, you want a Jeep. You're looking at videos about Jeeps and you're ignoring any issues that people have had with Jeeps just because you want a Jeep.
Mm-hmm.
So
the good outweighs the bad, basically.
Yeah. And you know, so I really think that's what happened with these folks that got into RVing, and RVing is not for everybody. It's not. I know people that think of going to the lake in an RV and all they can think of is spiders and June bugs and mosquitoes.
Okay, I don't like June bugs and mosquitoes either, but spiders are fine. June bugs and mosquitoes, no. Don't make the June bug sound. That's another story. We won't go there.
Get it. So, in light of this, we thought we would come up with 5 reasons not to RV. And actually, all 5 of these reasons are difficulties given by these people that have recently got out of RVing. I think the first one that comes to mind, the black water, the dreaded black water. You have to drain human waste out of your RV.
And if you've seen Robin Williams' movie RV, that should scare you enough right there. That doesn't quite glamorize the RV life.
No.
And we actually sort of saw that happen. Somebody dumping their tank in front of us.
Yes, they had to. It wasn't quite Old Faithful. It was more like the Lionhead water fountain at the zoo type thing going on. But yeah, they had a little dump tank mishap. I mean, you're gonna come. You suit up for it. You put your blue gloves on. You know,
hazmat suit.
And you put the stinky slinky onto the drain, and then you pull the valve, and away she goes. Honestly, you come in closer contact with human waste when you go to the bathroom. But
that's your own.
Yeah, well, whatever. It doesn't matter. It's still good.
Yeah.
But
it's no problem for me because I don't do it. He empties it.
but to some people, that is just the thought of it
makes them gag.
Yeah, makes them gag. I get it. That's why RVing is not for everybody.
You should just marry somebody else who will empty it for you and you're all good.
I'm not emptying it this weekend.
Wow, it's going to get full. 5 people in the camper, yeah, it's going to get full.
And the second reason not to RV, gas stations. You're driving around in your little Camry or your Jeep or whatever, and you need gas, you pull into a gas station, you get gas. If you're driving your pickup, if you need gas, you get gas. But if you're driving your pickup with a 34-foot long trailer behind it, there has to be a little bit of thought going into it.
Or a Class A with a pickup behind it.
Yeah. It takes a little bit more thought. It takes a little bit more prior planning. You know, I'll use Google Maps and I'll zoom into street level to see if I can get my 35-foot motorhome with the Subaru behind it into the gas station and back out. When you're driving down the road and you see that Texaco up ahead,
it's luck.
You're looking at, as you're pulling up to the station, you're looking at, can I get in, can I get out?
Without having to unhook the tow vehicle and the trailer.
So it takes a little planning just to get gas. Something that's just a normal activity in daily life. It takes a little bit of planning. And for some people, that's just too much. And that sounded a little snarky, and it is not meant to be.
No, we're all different.
Yeah, it's just that is more than what some people want to do. I get it. I'm not like that. Like I said, I'm an RVer. I roll with the punches. That's just one of those punches. And the third thing I have on my list is...
I thought you were going to put your fingers up for 3. Give me 3 horns, okay.
No.
Never mind, just continue.
Wait, is dirt. RVs are dirty.
Camping is dirty.
Yes. It's dirty. It's awesome.
You're out in the wilderness usually, and you're tracking in dirt, and your kids are playing in the sand, and they're having a wonderful childhood, and wonderful childhoods and dirt are synonymous.
Yes, they are. And the difference between your RV and the home is there's just a, this wide path in the RV that's like 20 or 30 foot long. That is the main traffic area. That is where all the traffic happens. Unlike your house where you've got all these different rooms and a lot of floor space, traffic goes different ways. It kind of gets spread out.
And you can put rugs outside of your camper, whatever, but it's still going to rain, and you're still going to come up to that canyon, and where there's so much mud that you actually have to carry the dogs.
Paladar Canyon 2 years ago. Yeah, and you don't have the long driveway and sidewalk leading up to your house, which helps distribute some of that dirt on your shoes. It gets in the camper. Yeah, there's some places you stay where you're sweeping up that camper every day just because you don't like seeing all the grit on the floor. And for some people that's too much. That constitutes working, or what, some chore that you have to do because you don't like dirt.
Well, nobody really likes dirt.
No,
You
I
either
like
live with
dirt.
it or okay.
I like dirt. I like to play in the dirt.
You like to play in the dirt, but you don't really like to live in the dirt. You don't like dirt in your bed, and you don't like dirt on.
Wouldn't bother me.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So that was what? That was reason number 3.
Okay.
Wasn't it?
No, I thought it was 4. Look at your notes.
No, my notes. Just one second. That was reason number 3.
3 it was.
I won't tell you what she wrote on there.
I did not write any. Do you see any handwritten? No, you don't.
Reason number 4. Finding a place to stay. This one was one of the big ones, and the places to stay thing kind of rolls into cell phone access, data, Wi-Fi, situations. Campgrounds aren't like hotels. You pull into a town, you pull into this small town that we live in right now, and there's 2 hotels in it. I mean, our town is 2 miles wide by 5 miles long, and there's 2 hotels. 0 campgrounds. Almost every mid-size uptown, you're going to have multiple hotels in, maybe only 1 or 2 campgrounds. So it's a little bit.
So you have a place to stay, but you don't have a place to park the place you have to stay in. And that might be part of the problem. Maybe people think, oh, I could take my house around with me everywhere, which is true, but maybe they just don't think that far ahead. I don't know.
And boondocking opportunities are dwindling because, people abuse Walmarts and places like that, and, those businesses are understandably, okay, never mind.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, you find a campground, and then you find out it's booked up for the week or the weekend or the night you want to be there. It's like gas stations. You got to kind of plan ahead.
But you know what? That happens in hotels. When we were trying to find a place to stay, when there were billions of hotels, they were all booked when we were going to stay in a hotel. So that does happen in hotels too. So, I mean, you would think that would be kind of common sense to look ahead and see where you're going to be staying. I mean, your point is that there's less campgrounds, but I'm just saying, regardless, that's going to be an issue.
I really didn't want to edit this video, and you arguing with me, I'm just going to have to edit it out. What?
Maybe this video would be better with just me. So, make sure you check ahead.
She doesn't know what she's talking about. She just auto follows. See?
That is true. I do auto follow.
There is another.
You didn't edit that.
No,
Edit
no. I'm saving that one. I'm compiling.
No abuse in the videos.
And some of the applications, Allstays and Campendium and stuff, list the cell phone signals and a few other amenities. They're not always reliable. They're closer than what you were going to get 20 years ago when we didn't have the internet, but people get frustrated with that. And for people working on the road, that is understandable.
Mm-hmm.
You know, your cell phone and Wi-Fi access is very important.
Mm-hmm.
But it takes it takes an extra step in planning. And despite what she says, you pull into Nashville, you can get a hotel room.
Okay, do you not remember driving along the beach trying to find a hotel room?
Oh, we're running out of battery. I got to change the battery.
You okay, baby?
Yes, yeah. So basically, what the Baroness of Barricades is telling us...
There's no context to that. They were...
Basically, what she's saying is it's really not that much different than traveling with a hotel, because just because there are more hotel rooms, well, there's more hotel travelers. That's why there's more hotel rooms. And campgrounds, campsites are kind of lagging behind this latest surge of RVers, but even still, if you plan ahead like you would on a normal trip to a hotel, you should be able to find a spot. But it's one of those things that some people just don't want to do. It's the thought of RVing, the thought of traveling is just doing something on a whim, not being on a schedule, not being tied to we got to be here on this day and we got to be over in this city on this day. That type of travel works really nice between like September and early May, because most people have kids that are in school and they're not taking your spot in the campground. But once you roll into towards the end of May and cruise into the beginning of September, you've got family vacations happening every day. Mm-hmm. And so it is more difficult to find spots. So you can do the freedom, go how you want, wherever you want in the off season, but during the summer season, if you're going to Yellowstone, you better have a place to stay. Mm-hmm. If you're going to Zion, from what I understand, any time of year right now, you better have a place to stay.
How about Moab?
Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah.
You better have a place to stay.
So, you have to understand that there are certain areas that you just can't stroll into and say, I'm here, give me a spot.
You can say that.
She has.
I have not. Go ahead.
Number 5.
He has to do that because he forgets. He's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go ahead. I'm sorry I told him. I'm sorry. Just go on. You can edit that part out.
Number 5. Navigation. Finding your way around. You're bigger than normal vehicles. You can't go under that railway bridge.
You can see some really cool videos on people trying if you would like, but
do a search for the 11-footer on YouTube.
You don't want to.
Here's some exciting stuff there.
And you don't want to see yourself in that video, trust me.
No. But navigating with an RV, whether it's a trailer or you're in a motorized RV, it's different. Where you would feel comfortable driving through downtown Nashville in your car, you'd probably be a little bit nervous driving, you know, pulling a trailer through downtown Nashville, especially if you haven't done it much. Some of the more experienced folks, yeah, whatever. See,
and you're going to have to take alternate routes. You can't go through that tunnel, you know, that highway that goes through that awesome tunnel in the mountain or something. And it doesn't mean you can't take that tunnel. I mean, you can go, if you're camping somewhere nearby, you camp, and then, I mean, what we do is we like to just drive around, kind of see what all's out there, and then we'll go through that tunnel when we're in our car, but you're not going to go through that tunnel, likely, in your camper. So
I think I've seen people try.
Again, those internet videos.
I mean, that's it's just something else you have to keep in mind. And apparently some people are uncomfortable, you know, having to think that out, you know, not being able to take that gravel road because you don't want to rattle the dishes out of the cabinets. You know, and the roadside stops, sometimes you just can't. Mm-hmm. You know, the parking area or the drive to it just doesn't accommodate larger vehicles.
But on the flip side, if it's really hot, you have a generator and you can turn on your air conditioner and you can eat lunch, and so there's pretty much
that's a different video.
We're talking about bad.
Not to.
Don't do it. That's right.
Don't
okay.
RV.
All right, you're right.
But those were the top 5 reasons not to RV, according to former RV YouTubers.
Why isn't expense in there? Is that not?
See, every time.
I try. And I'm pretty good at it. Throw something else in there. No, is that not something you saw a lot when you were looking at
No, actually, none of them brought.
That's surprising to me, because I think a lot of people think it's so cheap to camp because the actual camping compared to a hotel but it's the upkeep and the gas and the
all the maintenance involved.
I consider that another reason to tell you it's a bad idea to RV. Bad.
But we won't count hers in the recap. The top 5 reasons not to RV: the black water tank, getting gas, dirt in the camper, finding places to stay, and finding out how to get to those places to stay.
And how expensive it is.
No, we're cutting that out.
You tell me to cut it out.
Cut it out. But there you have it. And we want to encourage you not to RV.
Because it leaves more campsites available for us.
See? She's not as smart as you think. I mean, that's 2 punches, 3, 4, 5. I have to look. I'll put a count up.
Who's counting?
I am. And they are.
They're not. They don't care. They're just like, hit him harder.
Hey, anyway, folks, it's been since Robber's Cave since we've headed out. We actually get to go somewhere next weekend. We spent the last 2 weekends building fence for my daughter's house. Then this weekend...
Catching up.
Yeah, pretty much catching up, getting stuff all buttoned up. So we can head out next weekend, and then like 2 weeks after that, we head off to Colorado.
Yeah.
For a week or so.
See, when you're campers, you should really enjoy the day, but it's hard because you're always looking forward to that next trip. So life goes by too life goes by too fast if you don't enjoy the day. But it is hard because
I have to hear this crap every day.
You
only have to hear it on this video.
He gets to hear these wonderful words of wisdom every day. Enjoy the day. Take time and enjoy the day because things change. Life is fast. Enjoy the day. I'm watching.
Anyway, folks, we'll catch you next time around. Oh, wait.
What?
You got to sit with me, and we've got a bunch of walkthroughs we got to do.
Okay. I have to sit with you, though? Okay. I can do that. I saw that.
I have a few more walkthroughs out this week. Got to get through these things. We've got plenty more to go. We enjoy doing them, but they are time consuming. Mm-hmm. But enough of that. This thing's probably drug on way, way, way too long, and as somebody said, we talk too much. So we'll catch you guys down the road.
Bye-bye.